What is local SEO and why it matters now? There are two general types of SEO, local and traditional SEO. Each has its own distinct process. But local SEO is a set of strategies, processes, and digital marketing tactics implemented over time to rank a business in Google Local Search and within Google Maps for local search terms. And what are local search terms, you might ask? Any search phrases that imply the searcher wants a business that is locally located and close to them. For example, restaurants downtown Temecula. Is clear that the search is for local results, right? Or even best restaurant near me is clear the searcher wants a local business. Google will vary its search results pages based on whether the search is local or traditional SEO. Hi everyone, I'm Toby Danilchuk with 39 Celsius Web Marketing Consulting. We're an SEO company in Temecula, California, just outside San Diego and Los Angeles. And before we get into the content, if you find this video helpful or insightful, please leave me a like or leave a question or a comment as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well for regular digital marketing tactics that will help you. And because I do this for a living, if you need help with ranking your site higher in Google or overall need better results from your digital marketing, reach out to me now at toby@39celsius.com and let's discuss your project. Okay, back to the content. So let's consider this search phrase, Facebook ads for restaurants. It has no geographic dependency to the searcher. In other words, the geographic location of the searcher and the business are irrelevant. So these factors do not play a role in ranking the business. And so for non-local queries like this, Google does not show a local 3-pack of search results. It shows traditional SEO results. The next question is, what is the difference between local and traditional SEO overall? Local SEO is different from traditional SEO in that local SEO is affected by geographic location and proximity of the searcher to the business. The physical geographic location of the searcher, the business, and the intent of the search phrase all come into play and affect the type of results that Google shows. As a result, the process, strategies, and tactics of local SEO versus traditional SEO are very different. Additionally, it's important to highlight that not all local search queries have a geoqualifier term either. For example, the search phrase best restaurant near me has no geographic term. Still, the intent is clearly for a local business to the searcher. So when someone wants a local business, Google shows a 3-pack, which is sometimes referred to as a map pack or snack pack of local search results, as shown here. So what types of businesses should concentrate on local SEO efforts? There are two types of businesses. Any business with a brick-and-mortar location that receives local clients at its place of business. And then service area businesses that primarily serve clients in a local service area where you meet the client at their location. Examples of these are plumbers, mobile dog grooming, mobile car detailing, and more. So, what businesses are not for local SEO? Any business where its customers do not visit it locally at a physical location, or where the business's employees do not visit the customer where the customer is physically located. For example, any e-commerce business selling products nationally or professional coaching services, for example, that is provided entirely online, or any business providing information. If this is you, then don't worry about local SEO efforts. So, what are the benefits of ranking high in local search results, and what are you missing out on if you're not doing local SEO? Bottom line is, if you care about leads and sales and are a local business, you should invest in local SEO efforts. Local search has exploded and is only going to continue growing. Google is often the first place and primary place consumers go to find local information. Take a look at this chart from Google Trends, which shows that near me searches have consistently and steadily grown since 2013. But there are hundreds of search phrases that include near me. Here's a short list from Google Trends. All these searches have local intent, and near me searches of all types continue to grow. So what are some tips for getting started with local SEO to improve your rank? What ranks in Google local searches in the local 3-packs and within Google Maps is your Google Business Profile, which is formerly known as Google My Business. So any local SEO optimization efforts begin here. First, your company name. As of this writing, one factor that most of us cannot do much about, but one that helps your profile rank, is your company name. Most of us have our company names set, and so changing them is not a reasonable option. But if you're a new business, you might want to revisit your company name. If your company name is the same name as a search query, or at a minimum has some keywords of popular search phrases in it, you will have an advantage in ranking in local search over your competitors that do not have keywords in their name. So here's an example below. Every listing here has the category word of law firm in the name, and is showing all the results in downtown or uptown San Diego. Nothing further out geographically, and we'll take a look at this more in just a little bit. Of course, you can still rank without the category keywords of law firm, but as you can see, it's more difficult. Google's search algorithm seems to give the advantage to company names with keywords. Google has supposedly dialed down the positive effect of name preference in ranking, so it's not as influential in ranking, but it still affects search results. This has been ongoing for years. And in very competitive spaces, it's not uncommon for a company to change its name altogether. So if your competitors have keywords in their name, you likely will have to work a bit harder at local SEO. But a warning before you do anything, don't change your name unless you're willing to update everything online that mentions your company, your website, all your citations, and anything that lists your company. Remember, inconsistency in your NAP, name, address, and phone, will hurt your exposure in local results. And because Google ranks your Google Business Profile in local search and on Maps, optimization efforts to improve your rankings start here. First, if you haven't already, claim your Google Business listing. Make sure your Google profile has your name, address, and phone number correct. This is critical. Again, inconsistencies or incorrect NAP information will hurt your ability to rank. Next, ensure that you choose the correct category for your business. The category is essential, and choosing incorrectly here can affect your business even showing up for local results. Then, fill out the rest of the profile as thoroughly as possible. Make sure you upload photos and videos of your business if you have. I have a related post on embedding YouTube videos for SEO and how it helps you, which I will include in the show notes. Then make sure you describe your business well in the From the Business section. This section is at the bottom of the page when you're on the Info tab within the Google Business Profile. You have 750 characters to use, so be descriptive. Point out features and benefits of your company or service, what differentiates you, and your unique selling proposition to position yourself from your competitors. Make sure you enable messages in the profile as well so people can contact you directly from your Google Business Profile. It's typically not a highly used feature, but people do still use it to contact a company. Next, make sure you are building up positive Google reviews. The consensus among many is that reviews don't influence rankings much, if at all, and I tend to agree with that sentiment too. Still, reviews affect your conversions of looky-loos to paying customers, and a negative review profile will undoubtedly kill your sales. And I have a related post on using marketing automation systems and processes for reviews and other marketing tasks you might want to take a look at. The link to this post is in the video description. Next, let's discuss your geographic location. This is another area you may or may not have much control over. But if you're not physically located in the city or town as Google sees it, then likely your chances of showing well in that geographic area are reduced. So, if you're considering moving offices already, then consider where you're physically located if you can. But how can you determine what Google considers a particular area? First, search in Google Maps for the town, city, or zip code. In this example, I searched for Temecula, California. Notice the red dotted outline on the map. This is how Google defines Temecula, California. So, if you're not located in this area, your chances are going to be lower to rank for searches where someone included the geographic term like Temecula. That doesn't mean you won't show in search. It just means that when someone searches for, as an example, Italian restaurants in Temecula, you likely will be lower than any of those businesses that are. And an additional way you can check how Google defines a geographic area is by searching using keywords plus the geographic term and checking where all the top ranking businesses are located. Next up are citations. What are citations? Citations are other websites that list your business's NAP, its name, address, and phone. Those listings can list additional information about you as well and even provide a link back. But the minimum for a legitimate citation is your NAP. The volume and frequency of high-quality citations directly influence your local ranking in local packs and on Google Maps. So think of citations like networking. The more people that can positively vouch for you, the better. And there are two types of citations that you want your business listed in. Geographic specific citations. Example of these might include directories such as your local Chamber of Commerce, or often someone has created business directories specific to your town or city. And then there are industry specific citations or verticals. Directories that list businesses of the same type, like lawyers, plumbers, accountants, etc. So, how do you find citations to list your business on? First, make sure you have the basic ones covered, such as Facebook, Yelp, Bing Local. The next place to look for good citations is your competition, which is already ranking well. Just do a simple Google search for their names and phone numbers, and you likely will uncover numerous sites that list their businesses. And in general, the harder it is to get a citation, the more influence it has. For example, suppose someone must review your application listing before you're listed. In that case, that citation will have more influence compared to one that doesn't review your application. Next are website optimization tips. Make sure you have included local business schema markup on your website. This code lets Google know what type of business you are and all the other essential details about you, such as your days and hours of operation. Here's an example. Schema markup code will go in the head section of your page and is not visible to website visitors. Check your competitors' websites for the type of schema they are using as well. Also, make sure you have footer text that lists your NAP on every page of your website. So, what are some common local SEO mistakes you need to avoid? The three most common are, first, wrong office type. Do not use virtual offices, shared office space, PMBs, personal mailboxes like Atom mailboxes, etc., or a USPS PO box. Google does not allow these types of businesses to have a Google Business profile. Here's more information on Google's guidelines that you can read. A second common mistake is not using your name, address, and phone information consistently throughout the internet. And a third common mistake has to do with the website. No schema markup that defines the type of business that includes your NAP info and hours of operation. So, to wrap this up, local SEO is an essential marketing tactic for any local business. People search for local businesses every day, all day long. And I encourage you to commit marketing resources to improve your brand search presence. And finally, if you need help with SEO for your website, please contact me directly. We have been working in SEO for more than 20 years in some of the most competitive spaces online and can help you capture more leads, sales, and profit from the web. We also offer a full range of digital marketing tactics. And if you just have more SEO or marketing questions, leave a comment or email me directly at toby@39celsius.com. And if this video was helpful in any way, please give me a like, share it, or comment below. And until next time, I will see you on the web.